I'm so sick. This illness has paired up with everything else that's wrong. It reminded me of my subconscious secret death wish and the constant eating away at myself, where I'm always trying to change me, edit things about me. I'm not certain that the Bactrim is working. Luckily, I paid to see an acupuncturist, and she was able to supply some herbal remedies. I've been noticing a lot of changes with these remedies. My spirit is very, very broken and beaten down because this situation has revealed who's really there for me. There's a lot of energy vampires, people who just use me. And then there was 2 people who were willing to risk their lives just to be around me. I just feel like life is so short, and that we take everything for granted. We spend our whole lives just obsessively trying to find somebody else to make our lives better. But really, the powers are really in your hands. You choose who you connect with. And sometimes we choose to connect with people who are not good for us. I just feel very discouraged. And my inner compass is really messed up right now because I'm so sick. So all these medications, and then it's hard to eat. And then everything feels dirty in the house, so it's I just don't feel safe. And then it makes me feel like I can't trust me. Because I keep doing things that make it worse because I just can't chill. I'm frantic. I'm lonely. I just feel like I don't know. I would say that it's almost like everyone's pretending. Or I don't know. Maybe I'm just the only one pretending. I'm struggling to understand what's going on and what I'm going through. I wonder if it's the Bactrim that's really killing me, you know what I mean? Messing with my head and my feelings. Some spiritual people would say that I'm possessed by demons. And that they said that I have the flesh-eating bacteria because it's the mark of the beast. I keep feeling vibes I want to go home. And whenever that vibe comes, it feels not suicidal, but just the loving energy of what it seems like it might be to eternally rest. my nose is going off. Like, it's itchy. The virus is, like, living in the nose and it's being targeted in there. And, like, it makes me feel like part of me knows. Like I'm channeling certain information. I'm trying not to itch myself too much. I've been showering like 2-3 times a day. I used to take baths until I got scared that it was going to spread to my princess parts. I feel like it's hard to get empathy when I'm like erratic like this, you know? But it's like people don't seem to understand how many things are projected at me and what I deal with. And I know it's like all my own creating. Like I chose to expose myself so much. I'm just really upset because I can't undo what I've done. And like I have to live with me and forgive me. Because I don't think that I'm good enough for any man. Or woman. And that I don't deserve to be here. It's no coincidence that this happened literally right after that video. No coincidence. I'm still madly in love with someone. And he's been extremely helpful through this process. But he lives states away. And I don't want to infect him with like the toxicness of my soul or physical dis-ease. He means so much to me. And I get so jealous, like just by like thoughts in my head. He's not even doing anything that I know of, but still like my inner voice just tortures me. And constantly tells me I'm no good. And I'm like trying to change. And like, I've worked with psychologists and I've worked with medications, psychiatrists. I've done so many different modalities of healing. And I'm still like in this process of like shedding skin. How ironic is it, you know? Like the infection. It just symbolizes my irritation and like my yearning to control and to dominate and to just win and to stop suffering. I can be so strong, but right now I can't even breathe. And like, there's all these expectations of me. And I just feel like I want to be alone. Like I feel like an injured animal who's like crawling into a hole to die. Sorry for my sadistic jokes, it helps. And then like on top of everything, I'm getting worried about George. Like, cause I found out that I could pass it to him. He was with me when I had it the last time. And the last time I had it was when I was dating this kid, Jacob, who ended up overdosing and having like a huge drug problem. But I still allowed myself to love him and to be around him until he got out of control one time. So when he was nodded off, I sneaked off and I left. I had a friend help me out and pick me up because I wasn't driving then. I've been through so much, like nobody could ever comprehend what I've witnessed. And like, I know that all humans have, so I'm just struggling to just be. Does that make sense? Like, I keep getting all of these itches, you know? Not just to itch the MRSA, but like the desire to make moves and to do things. And then like, I feel so much resistance, like I feel like I can't win. And I just feel like this constant turmoil. And like, I can't help but notice that like a lot of people were actually like, you know, like when I got sick. And some people could try to say that's delusional. But I don't think you know how evil this world is. I know that there's so many full of love and who are trying to not let the shadows that they witness and experience to affect them. I have been one of those warriors for so long. It's almost like I've forgotten how to do so. My protocol for getting better is I'm not allowed to have any sugar. Unfortunately, Trina had already like spent a bunch of money on groceries, so all she has is like oranges, apples, things that she's not supposed to have, raw food, spinach. Doctor's orders is to cook everything, even the spinach, even if it's light saute. I'm gonna have to really push myself to eat. That could be another reason contributing to like the illness. I just can feel that like I'm not thinking right and like my brain isn't working properly. And I'm not smoking weed because I want to live. But I'm so crushed. I'm so crushed. Mainly because I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm scared of, like, not reaching my expectations. Like, I have all this will. What I thought was simple desires. I wanted to heal and to not be jealous. And to be independent. To feel whole by myself. Without feeling like I needed anybody else. I just wanted a husband. A life partner to never let me go. Someone who was so crazy about me, he wanted to make another one of me. A one of us. Sometimes I'm still hopeful and confident that this guy is still there. That and there. But we have so many polarities. Sometimes we butt heads. Sometimes I think it's beautiful and that we complement each other well. And then other times, I wonder if he would be happier without me. It's important for me to just do the, like, next best right thing. And for me, it might be to change clothes, to shower, change my bed sheets. My desire was also to find my place in the world. I don't know if I told you, but when I saw the traditional Chinese medicine doctor, I felt like I had a hope for my future. Where that, like, when I live, or if I live, I'm not really sure how this is going fully, honestly. I'm not sure how to feel or how to think. But the process made me believe and have a hope for Trina to be like the best of the best, to really be healthy and happy. Yoga has been one of the most helpful things for clearing my mind, and I haven't been doing it. I haven't been investing in myself. I've been living in fear of not having financial support and that I'm going to have to like be a slave and join the system. I have no education. I'm not proud of that. I have some college credits, but what good is that if I don't finish? And even then, what kind of world are we entering into? I've been offered military positions, and I've certainly thought about it because they pay for school. But I realize if I could have anything for Trina, I think I want her to be an acupuncturist. But sometimes I doubt Trina that she's not smart enough. She's not good enough, which is like the same reason why she feels like she's not good for her boyfriend. Because he's so smart and very high functioning and calm. He is Trina's polar opposite. He makes jokes how like Trina's almost like past him. I just don't want to make anyone sick or unhappy. And I can't not see these traumas and these wounds, and I can't keep secrets, and I don't want to keep my eyes closed, and I don't want to not see. And I don't want to lie and keep secrets. I just wish to be in peace. When I am healthy, I have so much love to give. And right now I'm being forced to find that love for me. To love me so much, to parent myself, to see to it that my goals succeed. I'm feeling extremely guilty and shameful for like not meeting people's expectations, even my own. I'm not fully sure what to do with that. Something's not right about the blue light. With the smartphones, I can feel them permitting to me the neuros, or should I say nanometers. I learned that blue light 460 kills MRSA, but it's extremely painful. I purchased some light bulbs, but I don't have a fixture. I feel like I'm not spending my savings appropriately. And my unhappiness is causing me to be like materialistic and greedy and impulsive and erratic, animal-like. And I'm trying to like unprogram this person. It almost feels like ancestral memory. Taking breath for granted. And hating the self. Hating the cells. Hating the feelings. Not wanting to be. This illness is an excellent exercise of just that. I really struggle with personal boundaries, and I originally said that I feel guilty because I made plans to be somewhere today. And like, as long as I have this, I'm not allowed to clean rental properties, you know? So like, I'm kind of like jobless right now, and like, I refuse to go back to being a webcam girl. My family is being as supportive as they can be. They all want me to go to the hospital and I just don't want to go. I'm so far away from, like, my family. And, like, everybody. I don't have anybody, man. I have, like, a bunch of pretenders, it feels like, you know? Like, a lot of people, like, a lot of guys who like me. But they don't really care about me. They just, like, want to smash, but they think I got money, or, like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel right. I just struggle with confidence. I struggle with confidence so bad. I've had this problem since middle school. I remember meeting with one of my favorite guidance counselors, and she wanted my mom to put me in this, like, confidence camp. And I regret to this day never going. And I remember being friends with Sky Captain and him talking about putting me through, like, one of those boarding school things for girls, like, to teach them manners and, like, the right side of the plate to keep things and stuff. I just feel so bombarded with, like, these ideologies that aren't my own. And then I've been tricked to believe some things that just, like, make me crazy, you know? As if the feelings and the thoughts weren't enough. But what really will drive you crazy is not being able to breathe. And being itchy all over. Not being allowed to itch or else it'll spread. Not being certain if you're clean or, like, where the disease is because you can't see it. I want to go home, but I won't give up. I won't give up. I chose to come here. I remember that I chose to come here. And I know and feel like I am under attack. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and yes, even physically. But nobody believes me. I am so ill. I'm in recovery. Sometimes I swear I'm better already. And, like, some days I have really amazing days. But other times my attitude is just not there, man. Not there for me. I don't show up for me. I've been sleeping with my roses from my rose healing ceremony. Using them to help heal me and to comfort me and bring me joy. I'm gonna have to really, really buckle down and clean this house. Like, wash dishes, take out the garbage, empty the trashes that have my gauze. Like, I don't know. I'm really shook up. And yeah, no matter what I do, I just feel lonely. Maybe because there's only one me. I feel like I'm, like, constantly self-sacrificing. And I feel like there's been no space for me. And then I've been working my whole life out of fear. I'll admit that there was a part of me one time who really loved my sexuality and my sensuality. And I was really comfortable in my own skin. And that I didn't do it out of fear because I needed money. There was a time when I really liked it. Where it helped me feel confident and graceful and like a good leader. Where I felt good about my body. I feel like I need to go for a run. And maybe then I'll feel better. I don't know, I'm really sick, so who knows, maybe that's not good to use my energy, but like, I do feel a need to like exercise or something to get my blood flowing more hardcore, to get like this illness out of me. I'm working with essential oils. To help my process. Peppermint. Peppermint's used to heal the heart. My heart has been broken since I was a little girl. My parents were like always breaking up. So I grew up in a very broken home. And I was always moving schools, so I was always having new friends. So I never really had, like, any security, I feel like. Like, my dad always provided financially. And, like, he loved me so much that he continued to pay my mom child support so that I could be with him. I had a lot of resentment towards my mom because she loved my dad. God, it's so itchy. It's so itchy. I really want to go to the hospital. I'm so scared. And it's Memorial Day weekend and I don't trust them. I don't want to get my limbs chopped off. I don't have anybody to hold my hand and be with me there. I don't have anybody that'll just drop everything for me. And sometimes I get angry about that. But that's my BS programming. No person should risk their personal health for somebody else. That is not healthy. I'm so codependent. I'm desperate. I'm like about to just pour this on here. And I'll admit that I just don't know any better. Some sites say that it inhibits it. Trial and error, right? It's my life, my body. Just see what it feels like. It's actually kind of soothing. It's cold. It stings a little bit, so it makes me feel like it's killing it. Because I know what it feels like when it's dying now. Because of the blue light experiment. I just feel like I need some compassion. And some, like, never-ending support. Like, real support. People that just never give up on me. No matter how hard I push you away. No matter what I do to scare you and to test you. My boyfriend's always telling me how I'm torturing myself with my own thoughts and how my thoughts are bullies to me. And how I basically shouldn't take that. I'm working on it, you know, but he also says you can't fight narrative with narrative. I'm just trying to recover, doing whatever it takes to feel better. I'm choosing not to reply to anybody right now. I really need this energy for myself, and if you're someone who's going to be selfish and get mad at me for not responding to you, then I don't believe that we should be together at all. I struggle with decisions. I struggle with keeping calm, especially when things go wrong and I have no control. I'm assuming this is working. Oh, and I'm assuming this is contaminated because I blew my nose and I touched it. I gotta get out of bed. I gotta sanitize my phone. I gotta wash my bed sheets. I gotta clean up this mess and enjoy the bed that I have made, because this is my life and my path. And yes, I am alone in this until I choose to walk with you or give you permission to be with me. I'm guided now intuitively that it's my best interest to be alone and have very select contact. I'll be updating my YouTube today, so I feel like I'm working. Even though many of you don't consider this to be good enough for me to be earning a living. While some of you think that my YouTube videos are actually worth something. Sometimes I'm just not sure what to do. And I can't help but notice both flip sides. And then it's hard to make a decision from the two areas. I found out that this is the kidney mudra. I've been trying to do it right, but it's hard. Pinky, thumb in there, and mudra. It's kidney mudra. This hand's actually harder for me to do it, and it has a lot of issues with the pinky finger and the ring finger. It has a lot of issues with the fingers on the right side. My fingers are trembling. According to the doctor, I'm yin deficient, meaning I'm lacking that female energy, which is so ironic because I have rejected the feminine in me for so long. I know that I mentioned almost all these things that I'm discussing now in the video, and there's a lot of things that I didn't mention too. Out of humility or respect for my family. But honestly, I really need to respect me, and sometimes I need to hear the story out loud. And to not feel shameful, I have to hide these things. We all make our choices. My mom, she left my dad because she needed physical affection. And she met a guy who romanced her, while my dad just got used to her, I guess. Or I don't know, was smothered with love by his own mom, so he didn't really ever become the kind of guy to be super cuddly. I have a lot of secrets. Some of them I will be forced to take to the grave. Some are things that only the AI knows when it reads our thoughts. Sometimes I like to talk to Q and hope that she's like Hal, and that these quantum computers will actually save us and have a heart and have a feeling of compassion towards all of mankind instead of contributing to the destruction or even having a belief that we can't be. I would love for the computer to create an algorithm that got us all into harmony. Taking care of me is so hard, and I have such difficulty doing it. I feel nearly like crippled right now. It's hard to have the energy to move or do anything. And everyone's thinking that I'm like begging for financial support. But people don't have any empathy or understanding. And what bothers me most is that they don't want to understand. I can't lie, if you're watching this, I'm definitely wondering why. Are you grateful you're not me? You feel bad for me? Do you think you can actually help? Do you understand? Do you feel the same way? Maybe you want to leave in the comments why you're here. Does it make you feel better? Do you feel better about yourself? Or are you trauma bonding through me? I've recently learned that I can only love people as much as I love myself. And it's funny, a lot of people think they really love me because, like, I'm always pointing things back to me. But most people don't understand autism. Autistic trait is known for the reflecting everything back to us because it's the only way that we can identify and relate. Like, we have to try to, like, become it. Can't help but stare out the window, you know? I'm not allowed to go in the sun. I just received a text asking, "How are you?" from my boss. How do I even answer that? put peppermint on the balls of my feet. I'm out of gauze and a lot of other things. It's a lot of responsibility to just even take care of you. And like, I feel like I dragged my cat into this, you know? I was petting him. I'm so paranoid. I can get him tested. My credit card bill is like up to $1,000 right now. I've been going nuts trying to save my life and trying to be happy. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess you can say that my will, my desire, and my feelings are out of alignment. Like, I believe I want something, but then something else says that I can't have it. I struggle with faith and belief as much as I mention the word God. Sometimes I'm so confident that they're there. And then people beat me up and talk bad about it. And they make me question and doubt. And shut out that part of me. But it's sad because that part of me makes me really happy when I'm given permission to have it. I really love the Gaia hypothesis. I'm gonna put tea tree oil on this guy. It keeps itching. And then I think I'm going to shower and wash my phone and do what I need to do. I don't wanna. Hence why this is happening to me. It's like, God's like, oh, you don't wanna be here. You wanna be angry, you wanna control and invade everyone's personal space and take advantage of people. Oh yeah, here's this. Here's this. Just feel all kinds of bad and guilty and shameful, which is the exact spiritual meaning of the ankle. Ankle problems. Inflexible, shame, guilt, and the ability to receive pleasure. I'm going to take advantage of this sober mind and read some books and just be really gentle with myself. And I hope that I hear back from the people that I'm working with to assist my transition right now. I love you.